Hello everyone, so the time as I record this is 20 minutes past 2 in the morning on Wednesday the 6th of May 2026. So, the last video that I made, I was talking about the Scottish parliamentary election. Now I will be talking about the Welsh parliamentary election. It will also happen on the 7th of May, and it will be just as interesting. I wouldn't say more because both of these elections are very, very interesting in their own right. So, here is just a bit of context about the Welsh Parliament. The Welsh Parliament, also known as the Senedd, spelled Senedd, is a unicameral chamber. Unicameral meaning it's a singular chamber. It does not have it is not a bicameral parliament like the Westminster Parliament. It has around the same powers as the Scottish Parliament. It has legislative powers on health, education, economic development, and the environment. There are, however, at least two major powers that it lacks compared to the Scottish Parliament. One is the Crown Estate, basically meaning any kinds of property owned by the monarchy, its associates, and its relatives. And the other one being policing and justice, or justice and policing, meaning it cannot legislate on its own without the consent of the United Kingdom Parliament, the UK Parliament, on how the courts in Wales should be administered, appointed, etc., etc. It also cannot legislate on its own around policing, its police force, how it operates, how much it's funded, maybe somewhere around those lines. Now, there is one major change that it has made in the Welsh Parliament. See, before this next election, the Welsh Parliament was elected via the additional member system, same as in Scotland, where there are a certain amount of single member constituency members. There are a certain amount of constituencies allocated to singular members elected via first past the post, with the rest being proportional top-ups elected in certain electoral regions via proportional representation, sort of as a top-up to the disproportionate nature of first past the post. But now it has moved to what I think is a pretty great system. It is called closed list proportional representation. Now, another big change from this parliament to the next parliament, or parliamentary term, is that it has expanded from 60 to 96, and there will now only be 16 multi-member constituencies electing 6 members each. Yes, you don't get 2 votes anymore in the in the Welsh Parliament. I apologize from that Freudian slip. I am quite sleepy. The Welsh Parliament will now be elected with just a single vote, not 2 votes, just 1. And it's via closed list proportional representation via the D'Hondt method, spelled D''Hondt. The D'Hondt method is how the seats would actually be allocated based on the percentage of votes. Now, there are also seat projections here. This will be, now, I will just preface this by saying that this will be the very first time since devolution, when the Welsh Parliament was created, that a nationalist party will become the largest party in the Welsh Parliament. First up, we have Plaid Cymru, spelled Plaid space Cymru, Plaid Cymru. It is projected to win between 31 and 34 seats, making it the largest party in the Welsh Parliament. It's also a nationalist party, meaning it advocates somewhat for Welsh independence. Next is Reform UK, which is projected to win. Reform UK Wales is projected to win between 28 and 30 seats in the next parliamentary term. Next is Welsh Labour. It is projected to win between 22 and 25 seats. Next is the Welsh Conservatives. I almost said Scottish there. The Welsh Conservatives are projected to win between 8 and 10 seats, and others, including the minor parties, the Greens, etc., they are projected to win between 0 and 2 seats. So since devolution, since the Welsh Parliament was created in 1999, only Welsh Labour only Welsh Labour became, well, I think that's grammatically incorrect. Let me just rephrase that. Since devolution, the Welsh Labour Party has been the only party that has become the largest party in every single election. Like, this will probably be the very first election where they are not the largest party. And also, this will also be the very first election in which a nationalist party becomes the largest party in the parliament, which will be very interesting because looking at these results, no one is close enough to get to the 49 seat majority, if my arithmetic serves me correctly. I think 49 seats is the majority here, because 96 divided by 2 would be 48. Yeah, 48 plus 48, 96. So, yeah, that the majority is just half of the seats rounded down plus 1, so 49 seats. And looking at these results, I don't think anyone, I cannot predict how this will go, because the only viable government, looking at the projections, will be Plaid Cymru as the senior coalition partner, or senior government, or the government itself, with a confidence and supply agreement with the Welsh Labour Party. I don't think it will negotiate with Reform UK Wales or the Welsh Conservatives, and the minor parties don't have enough numbers to reach the 49 seat threshold. So yeah, this will also be a very, very interesting election, because I do not know how the government negotiations will go just looking at the results. Plaid Cymru will have the upper hand, that's for sure. That is absolutely certain. But after that, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea just looking at this. And that's what makes it very, very interesting. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.